I was halfway to the train station when I realized I had left the envelope, the one with the last letters from my wife, tucked between bank papers. I turned back. The house was quiet except for a low hum of voices. I froze in the hallway. My daughter's voice was sharp, hurried. If we push him into a retirement home, the lawyer will side with us. Everything will transfer to my account. Her husband's reply was colder. We wait until his health dips. Play the concerned family. Then we pull the trigger. I didn't move. My late wife's inheritance, the money she left for our grandchildren's future, wasn't just currency. It was her last act of love. And here they were dismantling it like vultures. I backed away before they noticed me, my heart steady. Years in business had taught me not to flinch when a deal turned ugly. This wasn't just betrayal. This was war. I remembered the day my daughter was born. I'd held her in my arms, promising myself I'd never let the world hurt her. My wife and I spoiled her with trust. When she married Mark, I believed she found someone who protected the way I had. But trust erodes quietly. First, she stopped visiting unless there was talk of money. Then came the emergencies, always with a price tag. Mark, ever smiling, always spoke about opportunities I should invest in. I dismissed it as poor judgment, not malice. Until that day, I didn't confront them immediately. Emotion is a weapon, but only if you keep it concealed. The next morning, I visited the lawyer handling my wife's estate. The inheritance was in a trust, flexible, but vulnerable if challenged. I told him to move the funds into a new structure, irrevocable, inaccessible to anyone but the final beneficiaries, my grandchildren. I appointed an independent trustee, a man I trusted more than my own blood. "Are you sure?" the lawyer asked. "Once it's done, not even you can pull it back." I nodded. That's the point. Step 2 was performance. I called my daughter, told her my knees were giving me trouble, hinted I might not be able to manage the house much longer. She visited the next day, her concern rehearsed. Mark trailed behind, eyes already scanning the study where I kept the safe. I gave them exactly what they wanted to see, a man slipping. I even left medical bills out on the counter. My acting wasn't for them. It was to lull them into certainty. They began helping with errands. I let them handle minor paperwork. Harmless things, but enough to make them feel like they were getting closer control. Greed made them sloppy. 3 weeks later, I invited them over for dinner. I cooked my wife's favorite recipe, the one that always made the house smell like home. They ate, smiled, and for a moment I could almost believe they were the people I once loved. Almost. Over dessert, Mark brought it up. "Dad, maybe we should talk about the future. You know, planning ahead for everyone's benefit." My daughter added, "It's what Mom would have wanted." That was a line that sealed their fate. They'd invoked her name to justify stealing from her. I leaned back, letting the silence stretch until they shifted uncomfortably. "I know," I said. Their faces froze. "I heard you. The day I came back for my envelope. Every word." Mark tried to laugh it off. My daughter's lips trembled, but there was no apology, only the flicker of being caught. I reached into my jacket and placed a folder on the table. Inside were the legal documents proving the inheritance was locked away, untouchable, protected. "You can fight it," I said softly, "but every attempt will cost you in court fees you can't afford. And when you lose, the trustee will know you tried." Mark's jaw clenched. My daughter's eyes welled, but I saw no regret, only frustration at losing. That was when I knew I hadn't just protected the money. I'd exposed them. The confrontation ended without shouting. I didn't need to raise my voice. The weight of their failure did the work. They left in silence. Days passed. They stopped visiting. Friends whispered about tension in the family, and I let the rumors breathe. I didn't defend them. I didn't need to. They'd built their own gallows. Now the house is quiet again. The air feels cleaner. My wife's letters sit on my desk, untouched but near. The grandchildren will get what's theirs when the time comes, and they'll know it came from her, not filtered through greed. I suppose I should feel sadness, but all I feel is clarity. Trust is a gift. Once taken for granted, it should never be returned. They thought they were playing me. They forgot who taught them the rules.